Welcome to KP Law News. Story out of Jacksonville, Florida, where I'm at right now. Another JSO officer has been arrested. This is the 13th JSO officer arrested this year alone, so it's crazy. This one is pretty serious. I'm going to play a little clip right here from the good old Jacksonville Sheriff little news conference he had today or this evening. I'm going to cover that. Then I'm going to get in a little more detail on what happened. So here we go.
So good evening. So I'm here today to notify the public of an arrest of a JSO police officer by the Nassau County Sheriff's Office. Brian Housand was arrested today for armed kidnapping with a firearm, a first-degree felony, punishable by life in prison. Written threats to kill, a second-degree felony, punishable by 15 years in prison. And aggravated stalking, a third-degree felony, punishable by 5 years in prison. Upon his arrest, JSO immediately suspended Housand of all of his police powers and placed him on leave without pay. While there is due process that must be followed, JSO will terminate Housand. Housand was originally hired by JSO on October 31st, 2005. And since that date, he left JSO to work for other agencies, and then he was rehired on two separate occasions. This is the 13th arrest of a JSO employee in 2024, the fourth of which has been handled by another law enforcement agency. The Nassau County Sheriff's Office is both investigating and the arresting agency pertaining to this case. JSO did assist Nassau County Sheriff's Office with anything that they needed, and once we became notified of the investigation yesterday, we tried to do as much as we could to help them obtain what they needed. Because we are not the investigating agency, I will not and I cannot share any facts and circumstances that led to his arrest. I will leave that to Sheriff Bill Leeper. I will ask that you contact the Nassau County Sheriff's Office for any detailed questions. The charges which Housand is facing are both serious and deplorable. While we will not share any information about the victim due to privacy concerns, I want it to be clear that this agency stands in solidarity with the victim of these horrible crimes. And I've said many times before, no one is above the law. No one.
Okay, well, there you have it. Some pretty serious charges against this officer, or soon to be former officer, soon to be inmate, looks like. So, his got this article I want to go over from News for Jacks here in Jacksonville with a couple more details that the sheriff didn't go over. So let's say his accuser told investigators Housen sent her threatening emails and messages. This is what she said: Brian, you threatened to kill me. It is reasonable that I should not take you back. Somebody saw you take the rifle out of the gun safe that night in February when you hurt me. You can't undo that. The woman said on Tuesday she saw what she believed to be a green laser shining into the window of her home and thought it was the kind of laser that could be attached to a gun. She said Housen has a large collection of guns that he owns for personal and professional use. In another incident in July, the woman said Housen came to her house uninvited in his marked JSO patrol car wearing his uniform and began banging on the back door. After an argument with the woman, After an argument when the woman refused to get back with him, Housen threatened to kill her and was snapping and unsnapping the holster, carrying his service pistol in an overly threatening manner. The woman was able to record the incident on her phone, according to the warrant. That's some footage I wouldn't mind seeing. Housing was originally hired by JSO in 2005, and since that date, Waters said he left JSO to work for other agencies, and then he was rehired on two separate occasions. At one point, Housing became a lawyer and is still a member of the Florida Bar. Wow. Waters said Housing was involved in a few situations with internal affairs that didn't rise to the level of termination, but did not give details on those complaints. So there you have it. He's in deep, deep doo doo. Like you said, he might be doing life on some of these charges. So 13 JSO officers arrested. This one was arrested in the county north of here in Nassau County. So I guess we're going to, any more updates, we'll be covering them right here. So that's crazy stuff, man. What's wrong with JSO? I don't know. They're crazy, crazy. Illegal. Bad news, people. I don't know. I'm rambling now, so let me know down in the comment section what y'all think about JSO and all these bad officers. So I appreciate everybody watching.